Episode 1 of this drama starts with Yeo Miran, a carefree young woman, walking around the streets. There, she finds that a guy is trying to steal from a drunk who is passed out on the street. Miran beats the guy up and helps the drunk man from being burglarized. Miran's friend, Naun, is on the subway when she sees a video of Miran on the local news. The man is being interviewed about the burglary and wonders if he was really saved by a girl. She calls Miran up to ask what she was up to, but it turns out that Miran is busy hooking up with someone. Miran dismisses her friend and asks the guy she is with to continue, but the man seems put off by her. As Miran and the guy leave the room, they run into Miran's boyfriend. Turns out, Miran's boyfriend was with another woman and was cheating on her as well. Miran seems to be calm about the incident and breaks things off with the guy. The episode moves to actor Nam Kang-ho winning an award. At the show, the actor thanks his best friend and the owner of the label her works at, Wonjun. Nam Kang-ho calls the man his soulmate and the two men celebrate the big win that night over drinks. But after their celebration, something happened. While the press were interviewing Choi Soo-jin, she made a statement that really stirred up reaction. When she was asked what role she would like to be taking in next movies, she made mention of flirting with handsome young men and even older men. And that did not go down well with Nam Kang-ho and his best friend, even to the fans. That was the beginning of Kang-ho's hatred towards her. Meanwhile, the next day, Miran writes a letter to her mother informing her that she will be moving out of her parents' house and living on her own. Miran has saved up to repay her father for paying her law school fees now that she is working as a lawyer. Miran's mother is upset that her only daughter is moving out, but her father seems to be a misogynist who is not satisfied with her achievements. She warns her father against hurting or yelling at her mother, but things do not register with the old man. At the police station, Miran is with her client, a young man who was conned by a few gangsters into taking out a car loan. Miran tries her best to help the man out, but the man is agitated by the incident and wants to kill the men that did this to him. At the same time, Kang-ho is filming a film and he seems averse to the female lead. Wonjun and Kang-ho have a conversation about his aversion to women who act coy. He helps Kang-ho practice his kiss scene before he has to do it with the actress. Kang-ho's manager catches the two in a compromising position, but the two clarify that they were just rehearsing. The manager states that the main lead had thrown a tantrum which delayed the filming by another day. Miran is back at her law firm when she learns that her client is going to attack the men that conned him. She asks her colleague to send the cops over and rushes to help her client. The maker of the show asks Nam Kang-ho to try and talk to the lead actress and convince her to restart working. Despite his aversion to her, Kang-ho goes to the green room to convince the bratty actress. Wonjun does not approve of the idea because he knows Kang-ho's hatred for the actress would show, but Kang-ho wants to try and take the high road. Miran arrives to see that her client is being beaten up by the men and doesn't wait for the cops to arrive. She tackles the men down and beats them to a pulp all on her own. Kang-ho meets the actress and keeps his calm despite her tantrums. However, the woman starts acting coy and childish, which triggers Kang-ho. He ends up emoting too hard and his irritation frustrates the actress into leaving the filming set altogether. Wonjun is upset that Kang-ho has caused yet another actress to leave the set, and Kang-ho rushes out to apologize to his friend and boss. As it turns out, Yeo Miran is also at the same hotel resort. On her way to her car, Miran overhears Kang-ho belittling his co-star and women in general. She is pissed off at the guy and thinks ill of a man who is misogynistic and speaks badly about women. Miran adds Kang-ho to her list of different kinds of men and calls him the vampire for his misogynistic comments about women in private, but his contrasting stellar public image of a lover of women. Miran tells Naun about Kang-ho's thoughts on women and asks her to stop trusting people so casually. Her colleague, Sung-ho, joins them. Kang-ho learns that Won-jun has to have drinks with the director in order to compensate for what Kang-ho did with the actress. At the bar, Sun-ho is being flirtatious with Na-eun and asks to move in with the women in order to share expenses for their newly rented apartment. Just as they are cracking a deal, Sun-ho's girlfriend of 7 years shows up and lashes at Na-eun for flirting with her boyfriend. Miran intervenes and pins the blame on Sun-ho, but the woman seems to have lost her guns. She runs out and Sun-ho follows after her. Na-eun wonders why she always falls for the trashy men and why she cannot see through their deception from the start. Miran says she would quit her job with Sun-ho and will find a new job soon. One of Kang-ho's lawyers is Miran's ex, and he is good at his job of defending the actor. They are able to stop the actress from throwing a tantrum on set and get her to apologize to Kang-ho for defaming him online. Choi Soo-jin is an actress at Won-jun's agency and Kang-ho's rival. She is done with the agency, leaving her with lawyers who do not connect to her troubles. She asks the law firm to hire a new female lawyer for her and promises to take all of Won-jun's artists to a different law firm. Miran's mother is helping her and Na-eun set up the new house that she has moved into. Miran goes job hunting but is rejected by all the firms that she has applied to. That night, Na-eun finds Miran moping outside their apartment complex. Miran promises to take care of their monetary situation and decides to interview for Gilma Law Firm, the agency that her ex, Jin-soo, works for. The interview itself seems male-dominated, with Miran being the only female candidate among more than 7 applicants. Soo-jin is happy to see a female attorney. At the same time, Won-jun and Kang-ho make it to the law firm with all the female employees in the building swooning over the 2 hot men. Kang-ho is polite to the new applicants, but Miran recalls seeing him at the hotel resort. She is furious and trips him out of anger. Kang-ho falls face first to the ground in front of everyone as the episode ends. So, what do you think about episode 2? Will Yeo Miran hatred for Nam Kang-ho vanish? What do you think will be Kang-ho's reaction when he stand up? Let's check it out in episode 2. Don't forget to drop your comment and like this video. Also hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so that you won't miss even an episode. Check out the video description for link to all episodes.